What's going on, everybody? C4, welcome back to the channel. We are here today for a new episode of our Madden 21 Detroit Lions franchise with a massive two-game home stretch here, but this Week 9 game against the Chicago Bears, 5-3 against 5-3, first place in the NFC North on the line. We're gonna be playing that, hopefully winning. It's summer. Get like 30. I don't know what it is in American because you guys use a broken metric system, but here in Canada we're getting like 30-degree days, so I had to just shave off the old face pubes and, you know, did the hair, got it looking prime. It was Father's Day, had to look good, but that might be a stark contrast for people that are just tuning in here. But I'm feeling good, we're looking good, and we're gonna play good because I'm gonna come in. We are gonna kick the shit out of Justin Fields and these 5-3 Chicago Bears and maintain our position first place in the NFC North when all said and done in this episode. We're coming off a Week 8 victory against the Minnesota Vikings where DeAndre Swift, outstanding performance, over 200 yards from scrimmage, but the fallout from that game, we're just over 25 total games played in this Detroit Lions franchise, and we have our first significant injury. We have been outstandingly healthy, but now Frank Ragnow, top 5 center, out for a couple weeks here. Top 5, I think he literally is number 5 center in the league right now, and I think center is probably the least important position on the offensive side of the ball from a sim standpoint because they never give up sacks. Doesn't feel like, I've done some tests and stuff like that in previous Maddens where it's like if you had a 0 overall center, they're still giving up the least amount of sacks on your offensive line. So from a sim standpoint, we sim half our games, not so worried, but from an actual gameplay standpoint, we've been dominating with DeAndre Swift, and not having Frank Ragnow as the anchor of our offensive line there, I'm a little worried. I'm definitely a little worried, but we're gonna have to persevere, and it's about time. We had some injury difficulties, I suppose, because so far we've been a very, very healthy team. And I hope this is not the beginning of what is going to be a team that's just going to start to fall apart. You know, like going from the Philadelphia Eagles when you had Chip Kelly with his super duper scientific smoothies in Philly, even though we're running that no huddle and up tempo and we're just gassing out all of our players. Philly was so healthy with Chip Kelly. Then they brought in Doug Peterson, and you go from like a super scientific Oregon Duck medical staff and training staff to whatever Doug Peterson was doing, where like guys were like, they switched out the water in the coolers and replaced it with Dr. Pepper, and they just like, oh no, you know what? Actually, the worst thing you can do is stretch. Like our team with Doug Peterson, anti-stretching. Like it was terrible. So hopefully that doesn't happen here in Detroit. What else can we talk about? So the injuries there. I guess I could say talk about scouting. We haven't really talked about the draft class a whole lot. This is where it gets interesting. It's not like, you know, the QB there from Clemson, Ugalele, probably butchered that a little bit. I mean, he looks an absolute stud. I'm not going to second guess Spencer Rattler draft selection right now. Rattler looks pretty goddamn good. But in terms of like, where are we looking for, right? With our premier picks in this draft, where is truly the number one area that we need to try to improve here? Just to you know, we'll talk about scouting here in this little tidbit, and then we'll get into that Bears game. And I think on the offensive side of the ball, that's where a lot of our assets in drafting and through free agency have been going. Right? So we paid a big time premier pick to get Cade Mace. It was the draft class before we started this little franchise mode, but first round pick there in Sewell, first round pick a couple years ago in Hawkinson. We traded for Darius Slayton. DeAndre Swift was a premier pick. We paid decent money for Matt Breida to come in as our running back too. Obviously we have Spencer Rattler at quarterback. Preston Williams was another guy we traded. We drafted a hidden dev trade playmaker here, Jahan Dotson. So a lot of our assets have been going on the offensive side of the ball, and while we're playing, we're seeing that return on investment. We are having generally a great time playing offense. We can move the ball. We can keep up with pretty much any team in the league. And for a team that's as young, generally, as this offense is, that's very promising going forward. I'm worried about the defense. You know, and that's where our scouting is kind of sliding towards. Because, I mean, you look at this team right now, assuming we got like 3 more years. We'll just say 3 more years. Like, who are our guys that we can build around on this defense for 3 more years? Fred Warner, Drake Jackson, Onwuzurike, Jeff Okudah, Harrison, and maybe Oruwariye. So we still have, you know, even though Jackson's played solid, could have room for another corner. Could potentially, I mean, Mo Hurst had a good game last week, but generally it's been inconsistent. Like even Onwuzurike, who was outstanding as a rookie. Generally, our defensive line and our pass rush as a whole has been very inconsistent. So I'm thinking between like linebackers. I mean, we have Tavai, who's up for a contract extension. Maybe we'll give it. He's only 74. He has the dev trait. It's only 25. But point being is that I think we definitely need to start allocating some of these premier picks and whatever money we have in free agency to getting this defense right. So looking at our scouting here, focusing more so on the defensive side of the ball, there are definitely players that I'm highly, highly intrigued in. I think Myles Murphy fits our scheme fit right there. 6'5", 275, maybe slightly small for a 3-4. But if he's on the board, we're getting it. Same with Jordan Birch, 6'6", 275, no problem putting that guy down in a 3-4. We have Brian Breezy, who's insane from Clemson. Like, you know, this is obviously, if he's there, that's a home run. He's probably going to be second, third overall pick in this draft, and we're not going to be picking that spot, but he's still there. Dexter's outstanding for Florida. DJ Dale, like all these guys in this defensive line in particular, I think that's probably more so where we're going to be going, because even though we did bring in Mo Hurst, it wasn't like we gave him a massive contract, 4 or 5 year deal. I think it was only a 2-year contract. So if there's someone that we truly believe, even from just a dev trait standpoint, that could be better than the star dev that Mo Hurst has, we need to pull the trigger. So I am definitely looking on the defensive line. We did get Drake Jackson, so edge rusher could also be very much worthwhile in the first round. We have Will Anderson there from Alabama. We have Sewell's brother. I mean, like, this is going to be more so if, like, no one on the board that we like still there. Because middle linebacker's not a drastic need, especially giving all that big-time money to Fred Warner. But if Sewell's there, just for the story, having both brothers there, I definitely would pull the trigger. The other side, Harvey from Miami, third rounder. With this, like, that looks like a little bit of a steal there. KJ Henry's pretty solid, too. Then you flip into the secondary, Ricks from LSU, Williams, Malachi Moore. Some pretty good-looking corners, but again, I'm more so like, where are we going to be spending our premier picks? And Ricks is really the only corner I think at this point, if he's there when we're picking, that I would jump all over. Safety, I mean, Brandon Joseph, Cameron Kelly, solid. Joseph was outstanding last year for Northwestern. I think he had, what, like 6-7 interceptions. Marcus Hooker, who's a... the dude from the Colts, is his brother. I don't know why I can't remember his name because I wanted Philly to sign him. But having a brain for it. Either way, there's some safety options there as well. But ultimately, I think I'm more so going to be consumed on trying to draft and improve either on the defensive line or at edge rusher because we just need to get after the quarterback. That is where we're struggling. But that's neither here nor there. It's time for what we can control this week, and that is handling business against the Chicago Bears. So without further ado, battle for first place in the NFC North. Let's get it. Oh, there we go. Good runner. Already worried a little bit about, the reg now. And I started the game off with a 10-yard rush. Drake Jackson anchoring the line. Okay, a little bit of confidence. Build some confidence with this run game. Oh, got him. Go, 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 go. Slants cheese, 33 yards is what it is. First place on the line, no mercy. The juke move. Oh, that is filthy, DeAndre. I'm a fan, man. I'm a huge fan of DeAndre. It makes me feel gross saying that as a borderline diehard Florida Gator fan, and him being a Georgia Bulldog. But man, I'm a fan. Put me in the fan club, DeAndre Swift. I'm there. Oh shit! All right, taking a knee on the first play of the game, and it's not, for equal rights. That's not what you want to see. Oh shit, dislocated wrist. That does not seem like an injury that's going to be short term. All right, well, we have Deshaun Hand. Reason why we picked up and gave him a new contract last year. Time for him to step up.
It leads to second and 10.
Every time something makes me shake my head, it's on the defense side of the ball. Again, reiterating. This offseason, it's going to be all about fixing this defense. Oh, that's a hell of a play. Safest getting us close to midfield. I'm also pretty happy that there seems to be like an apparent Quintez Cephas hive in the comment section below, because I am all about that. Getting Cephas more touches, because he's... I think there's a star in there. There's a star in there, but we got to unlock it. Oh, he got destroyed, but he's still able to find TJ Hawkinson up into the red zone. Weird route at the end, but gave us something to think about. Maybe 4 down territory to start out the second quarter. I don't know yet. Let's see. I feel like a 19-yard field goal. This is like one of those things where, like, on one hand, let's go for it. We're at home. But on the other hand, our defense is so bad, I could absolutely see a scenario where Chicago could go 98 yards quicker than expected to punish us. Let's go for it. DeAndre, got popped. Not great. You have Ragnow there. Probably holds up a little bit better in run pro. Makes a gap. Swift gets the tutty. Oh, Fred Warner. See, again, Great play, want to be happy, don't want to be overcritical. You're a superstar X Factor, pick that shit off. That's easy, walk it in, pick 6. What am I paying for? What ability can I get, Fred Warner? Is there a superstar X Factor ability in this game that's play to your overall? Because I want that ability. I like it. I like it a lot. TJ Hawkinson wins the foot race and no one even tries to just dive at his ankles. You probably bring him down. Especially someone like Roquan Smith. Let's go, man. TJ Hawkinson, big time touchdown, middle of the field. I'm shocked Roquan Smith didn't even try to like swipe at it. Just try to trip him up. Outstanding. Oh, that's good play. Efficient. As expected, coming into this game, we knew Justin Fields probably gonna go, 22 or 26. Another opportunity to get off the field. Bend don't break. 3rd and 4. They still could get a first down, which would be less than ideal. I do want to have enough time to potentially have another drive here. Whew. Go to Cole Kmet. Easy does it up to the 1-yard line. Dude. Gotta love. You gotta love 5'6", 170-pound Tariq Cohen. Just trucking over a D lineman. Just refusing to stop churning his leg. Look at this. Okay, yeah. Oh, he breaks 3 guys and then he just... Come on, man. What is that? That's garbage. 0.0% chance that ever happens in real life. Good run. Probably a little bit more work on the sticks there. Might have been able to wiggle out for a tutty. But Slayton's loving the slants today. They're Nate. Fringe field goal. I definitely would bring goggles out in this range just to see what we can do. Or just go to Cephas. Timeout by the Bears. We might go for it. Nah, we'll kick it. Bring out goggles. 47 yards. Trust that our defense, with like 40 seconds to go, is not going to give up easy yardage to let the Bears get in a field goal range. Oh, hell of a play. Fred Warner and Rundy. 4th and 1, boat midfield. Will they go for it? Will they punt it? Yes. Go, 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 go. I don't care, Slant Cheese. Kiss my ass. Defense so bad. We need this. Rashad Perriman, the speedster. Where's he? UCF? Is that a Golden Knight right there? Just running away from the Chicago Bears defense. We'll take it. Filthy. Filthy! This is our, Spencer Rattler's a legit superstar in the making game. The pace of, we're on pace for like 400 some yards. 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Okay, we got 3rd and 7. Hawkinson, Cephas looking pretty juicy at this point. We'll go. Oh, that was actually hell of a pass block. I think that was Devondre Campbell. Kick the field goal. Oh, baby. Cephas making plays up to midfield. And about 24 yards away from 400 for Rattler. 3rd and 1 on the 23. Field goal, not the worst thing, but we want to run the score. We got to remember, this is a game where it's first place in the division. We really want to establish that the Bears aren't on our level. Let's go, man. One of the best red zone backs in the league. And untouched. Drake Jackson filling in for Ragnow. Great job there. Going for a swim. This one's over. 2-minute warning. Let's run Engage 8 just for some Madden 08 vibes. Remember, that was like the best play you could run. Garbage time Teddy. Whatever. You know what we're going to do? Might as well give the kids some reps. Oh, there we go. Daniel Jones gets Gets him on the board. Say this, you know it's a good battle for first place when you end the game with your backup quarterback and there was no injuries to be had. Hey, happy for Danny. Made Daniel Jones a contract year. We're not re-signing him. Give him. We want to build a nice organization and we'll give him a little bit of a showcase. Have a little highlight reel from his time in Detroit as he hits free agency with that nice little touchdown there to Hawkinson, even though it was 100% a whiff tackle from the Chicago Bears. But there we just established dominance in the NFC North, the battle for first place, and we destroy them 41-24 in this game. Obviously, Daniel Jones, nice little touchdown there, 48 yards, but Rattler was sensational. 20 of 23, 400 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Running the ball, 64 yards, 2 touchdowns for Swift. Not the great yardage, but I think he'll take 2 touchdowns every day of the week. 7 for 128 for Slayton, 62 yards for Cephas, $130 and 2 for Hawkinson, $140, round that up, be generous, $150 to Perriman, and that touchdown there. Defensively, 11 tackles, Oruwariye, sack and a half, Alim McNeil, half sack, Levi Almuzariki, 2 TFLs, Trey Flowers. Just, we're the better team. There's no other way to put it. We are convincingly the best team right now, halfway through the year in the NFC North. So follow for the Week 9 victory. Weekly award is a Rattler. Yes, it is. Hopefully first of many NFC Offensive Player of the Week here for Spencer Rattler in his rookie season. 400 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, only 3 incompletions. Very, very good. Confidence is very high. Gonna need to carry that. This is a game that, like, you gotta win. 4-5 Jets. Got the other young gun gunner quarterback there in Zach Wilson. This is a game you gotta win. You're 6-3. You just put 40 against the Bears. Handle your business against the Jets. Please, Sim. Don't F this up for me. Confidence out of a 10. I'm gonna say 6. I'm a 6 out of 10 that we're gonna not do a choke job here and actually play as good as we should. So opening drive, Jets score, we respond. So neither defense really looking to start a commanding, stance early in this game. Both teams showing they could be vulnerable, could be able to get scored on here. And we go to the second half, down 3, down a field goal. Easy, we got goggles if we have to make that kick, which we do to tie it up at 13. Jets get to go ahead, touchdown midway through the third. Bunch of teams going back and forth. Jets are pulling ahead here. Ooh, looked like there was a turnover to be had. Down 17. And of course, can't have nice things. As we, unsurprisingly, Zach Wilson cooked our... I hate our defense. I genuinely despise. I don't even want to look at the depth chart anymore on the defense side. I hate every one of them. Every single one of them. Not a great game for Spencer Rattler, but that is unacceptable for Zach Wilson. That Jets offense, I'm not buying that 1 year in, that Jets offense can operate this well. All right? Got a lot of holes. Jesus. Corey Davis, 2 touchdowns. Mims had a tutty. Zach Ertz is there now. Our team, the streak continues with DeAndre Swift being god-awful in the sim for some reason. Receiving, Perriman, 62 yards, 50 for Cephas. Slayton did a little bit. Hawkinson had the touchdown. Defensively, I don't even want to look here. Mo Hurst, 2 TFLs and a sack. Fine. I hate our defense, man. Do I need to start looking at different playbooks? Make them play better for a 3-4? I don't know. It's not great, though, at this point. Also, did not get out of that game injury-free. Drake Jackson, first-round pick at a USC, torn labrum, out 4 weeks. Definitely less than ideal, but at least we have depth at edge rusher, right? He was kind of not saying surplus. That makes it seem like we don't really need him. But with, Aquara and Trey Flowers, we should be fine for those 4 weeks. Now let's just put this kibosh on this one. Episode's done. 6-4. Vikings pulled back a little bit. 3-way tie for first place. At least we know between us and the Bears, who the real big dogs are in the division. But with that Jets performance, especially with Rattler getting Offensive Player of the Week, that stark contrast in what we saw and got to experience and what happened in the sim, a little bit worried. Look at the lay of the land here. Definitely playing that Green Bay game just to get one more in the division. Next episode. What day is today? Monday? Today Monday or Tuesday? I don't know. See, the days just... They all kind of smiggle together. But hopefully, maybe tomorrow. Maybe even tomorrow I'll have a lines. Actually, no, I won't. No, I won't, because tomorrow we're getting a little bit of a franchise deep dive. I will react to that. So there will be Wednesday, child pending. Girlfriend probably could go into labor at any point from here on out until it actually happens. So I will say, and probably if you just follow me on Twitter, you'll know what's going on. But if you do see a day, 2 days, 3 days where there's no uploads, Probably I have a second kid, another goddamn mouth to feed in this house. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm ready for it. But that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Very, very appreciative of all the support on these Detroit Lions videos in the first couple Madden 22 reaction videos that we've done on the channel. We're starting just to slowly roll into form here for Madden 22 season. So thank you guys for watching. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.